So day two of AnimeCon. I was only there for about maybe 2 hours today, maybe 2 hours. Primarily because all I wanted to do today was just to peruse the shops and everything and see if anything had gone down in price. The DVDs were all 50% off today. I'm guessing the whole day because they had a sign out today instead of just whispering it to people. And right next to I saw this yesterday, but right next to the stand of where they were selling a lot of these DVDs, the place where I got both the DVDs I showed in the previous video yesterday, they were a bunch of CDs, like just CDs, about CDs from anime, CD from video games and all that, but I didn't really take a look into them because I just scanned the top of the pile and everything, and I was like, there's nothing really here that I see much interest in. Apparently, I should have dug deeper because there are some treasures in that pile. And honestly, if I had seen these, I probably would have only come home with CDs instead of those bug trying to eat the camera. Instead of just instead of the movies and everything, I probably would have just spent all the money on CDs because there were some really amazing soundtracks there. So yeah, I'm going to show you. I got two of them because it's all I had enough for with the leftover money. The first I saw, I looked at the table and just bam, it was right there, just right there. And I was like, oh my god, how much is this thing, because I need to get it. It is the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker original soundtrack. Now this, I am really excited about. I am a huge Legend of Zelda fan. I have an entire part of my wall over there, not really the whole wall, but there's like a pillar thing on the wall that has like little sections and all that. There's an entire whole section dedicated to Legend of Zelda. I love Legend of Zelda, and when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, is this thing for real? On the back, all of the songs and everything. I can't read a single name. Nope, not a single name. Disc 1 has 73 tracks. Disc 2, 60 tracks. 133 tracks in this soundtrack. This is so great. I love it. And I was listening to it on the drive home from the convention, and I found it's not just all songs. It's pretty much every sound that ever plays in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is on this. It's 2 discs. I'll show you the inside. Got this really nice artwork and all that. The first disc is really cool looking. I don't know why, but I always love when they have this like holographic design or whatnot on it. The second disc, it's got a nice link and all that. And it's got all these treasures. It's got a little Tingle Game Boy, which I connected back when I was first playing this, I like 100% beat this game. It's my favorite Legend of Zelda. And I plugged in my Game Boy Advance to the GameCube to help find all of these secret stuff and everything. Pictures of the artwork on the inside, all the tracks, got the dragon, got a lot of characters and everything. Creepy fish who paints your map. A nice picture of Link slashing at the shadow. And yeah, bosses, and yeah, it's really awesome. I found this. This was about 20 bucks, and a lot of the popular soundtracks were going for 20. I bumped into some friends while I was there, and because the friends I was going to take with me couldn't make it, and so I ended up going by myself, but I bumped into friends there, which was really cool. I hadn't seen these people in a long time. My friends Brigitte and Kirsten I've known them since elementary school. I've known them since kindergarten, pretty much, and I haven't seen them in a long time, and it was a surprise to see them there. I didn't expect to see them there because Kirsten just graduated from UC Santa Cruz yesterday, pretty much. So I had not expected to see them there, and I bumped into them. They bumped into me. I was sitting at the table, like, perusing my treasures, and they were like, hey, how's it going? We were chatting for, like, I spent more time there chatting with them than I did at the vendors, because the moment I saw what CDs were out today, I was like, I don't have any more money. So they had mentioned that they showed me, too, because they had bought some, that I didn't even see these, because by the time I had picked out the ones I wanted, I got those and left because I didn't have any more money. They apparently had a Kingdom Hearts 2 soundtrack, which It's a shame because I really wanted to get that. The other day I was looking on Amazon for that, and they had it for $20, and I was like, oh my god, I want this. If I had seen that, I probably would have gotten it instead of at least one of the movies. They had that. Apparently they had Chobits soundtracks, and Chobits is one of my favorite animes. It's the anime that got me back into anime. I even make mentions of it in the play that I wrote. I wrote a play that was performed at my college and everything, and it's about an anime club, and I mentioned Chobits a couple of times because of how much I love that anime. I love the anime, the manga, the story. I love the concept. I love the fact that it got me back into the medium. But I didn't see those, otherwise I probably would have gotten them too. I am very disappointed in myself for that. But yeah, they had those. They had a box CD case of Final Fantasy VIII, which I was tempted to buy, except that I have never played 8. I haven't played 8 at all. I don't own 8, and yeah, never played it. I like to use magic a lot in Final Fantasy games, and I've been told 8 is one of the worst games to use magic, because you have to go out and gather this stuff to be able to use it, which takes forever. Honestly, I'm patient, but I like to be able to use my magic. So, yeah. I'll stick with 10 for right now. Still got to beat that. And then I got to move on to 7. The other thing I got, another CD, unopened, and apparently it's a pretty good thing. Symphony Suite, Final Fantasy. I was looking online because I thought this was just going to be the soundtrack of the first Final Fantasy, which I have downloaded on the Wii, and I play it a lot. I really love Final Fantasy games, and I saw this and I was like, oh, this would be really cool to have. Apparently it was a concert group that had done that had performed for Final Fantasy 1 and 2. They did like their own kind of medley thing, I guess, for Final Fantasy 1 and 2. At least that's what I could find online when I was looking at this stuff. Because I looked at it, and the moment I saw the back, I was like, yeah, this isn't the soundtrack for the game, probably. It's got, like, it's separated into scenes. So I'm guessing what it is, it's like they did a concert performance of the music to try to set up a story for Final Fantasy and whatnot. I'm not positive, though, so still need to research it more. However, this is unopened, and I am going to open it because I'm not one of those guys who collects unopened things just to keep them on a wall unopened. Almost everything I have here, with the exception of like 2 things, I've opened. I have a Rorschach action figure that was given to me as a gift up on the wall over there. And I have some Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas / other Tim Burton thing toys over in the back over there. I have the Vampire Trio from Nightmare Before Christmas action figures all in a box and everything, and there's these weird little tragic toys, I think they're called tragic toys, that Tim Burton had designed or whatever, that had been designed for Tim Burton, that I managed to get a hold of at a yard sale for dirt cheap. But other than that, I open things, because, especially with a CD, I buy a CD because I want to listen to the music. I'm not just going to keep this thing unopened. So yes, I am going to try to open this. I'm horrible at opening stuff, primarily because I don't have nails. I'm going to take a key to the top of this, see if that worked. It did not. So, scissor time! You can just hear this hardcore, unopened collector treasure thing. People's screaming at me right now for doing this. Just, why are you tampering with it? It's supposed to be gathering dust on a wall! Sorry, people. I bought this CD because there'd be music within this CD, and I happen to be a giant fan of music. So 10 hours later, I managed to get it opened. It's got the little advertisement slide thingamajig on the side, which I'm going to probably do the same thing I did with the Persona 3 OST that I got. I'm going to clear tape and tape this on, because I think it's part of the novelty of having these things on the sides of the CDs and everything. It's part of the novelty. It makes it, I don't know, I just like it like that. So I'm going to do that. See the case without wrappings and whatnot. It's nice and clean because it hasn't been opened. And opening now. Ooh. CD doesn't look like, it's not much difference from the Oh, there it goes. It's not much different from the case, it's just that. However, this is a pretty thick little booklet. The back of the booklet, nice artwork and whatnot. It's Final Fantasy artwork, of course it's awesome. Oh, the booklet's just a little other case, I guess. Odd. Oh! Oh! Amazing! I got a poster. That is one sexy looking dragon. It's got some other stuff on the back too, of course. It's probably about the group or who did it, whatnot. Some pictures and everything. Let's see if I can get some good focus on that. However, I can't read any of it yet. So yeah, that's awesome. Put this back. Some nice goodies. Looking forward to having even more Japanese on my iPhone. So far, all the music I have on my iPhone is from video games. Primarily, I have Kingdom Hearts, Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 4 Arena, Legend of Zelda will be on here soon, and Final Fantasy Symphony Suite. All out video games, all out Japanese stuffs and whatnot. So yeah, today was a lot more fun than yesterday for me, to be honest, just for me. I'm sure that a lot of people have been having fun there since it started yesterday. But today was a lot more fun for me, primarily because I got to see people that I know. I got to see and chat with them. We spent a good, like, 3/4 of the time I was there was spent just chatting with them, and it was really fun because I hadn't seen them in a while. We talked about stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z Abridged, the 2 Abridged series and everything. We talked about anime. Obviously, at AnimeCon, we talked about anime. But we talked about like our favorite animes. We talked about Attack on Titan, and you all know how I feel about that. And they mentioned scenes that probably terrify me, and just we shot the shit. It was great. It was really great. I hadn't seen these people in forever. So yeah, AnimeCon 2013. I'm gonna say success. Success, even though there weren't many events that I was particularly keen on going to. I never went to really any of the tournaments or whatnot. I tried going to the Vanguard tournament yesterday, but when I got there, I'm like, I don't know what they're doing. It's for the people who have seen or played card games and whatnot. You know how it is if you go into something, you go into one of them not knowing, and people are like, don't worry, we're going to show you, and then they sit there and play without saying anything. All you see is, your turn, your turn, that's all you see, and you're like, I don't get it. So yeah, that's how I felt, so it wasn't exciting for me because I just don't know how to play. I'm going to be looking that up probably after I do this video, because the artwork and everything for Vanguard looked really cool. Yeah, AnimeCon 2013, success. If they do another one, I'm definitely going to go, primarily because it's close by. It's really, really close by. And they had some treasures at these vendors that I had not expected to see. So that was really good. Plus, I went in there and I didn't spend all my money. I only spent what I had, like, with me. I went to the ATM, I took money out, and I didn't spend anything more than that. I feel good about that. I feel really good about that because I'm not the most, when it comes to like things I want to buy and whatnot, I tend to get stupid. And I've been gradually getting better and better at that, and I think this is a somewhat of a testament because I didn't spend all my money here, especially since I have 2 cons in August that I'm going to. They're back to back. And so I'm going to have real trouble like saving because I don't want to spend all my money at AniJam and then have nothing with me when I go to SAC Anime. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. But I can do it, and I'll probably be doing more vlogs around that time for those 2 cons too. So yeah, I finished the initial impressions at like 2 in the morning last night, and it's not the one I'm most proud of, although the show is probably the best I've seen while doing this impressions series. While doing this impressions series, this is probably the best show I've seen doing this, and it's so great. But yeah, that's all I got for today. That's all I got for AnimeCon 2013. Hope people who are still there are having a blast because there was a lot more people there. I didn't go when they opened today. I went at noon, pretty much. and I got there at 11:30ish, maybe. I went there a couple hours after. I went there around the time that I had left yesterday, and there was a lot more people. I guess I was right. I was just there too early yesterday. There was a lot more people. There were so many people cosplaying. I think I saw one of my friends, Abigail, in the distance, but I can't be positive, and I'm not one of those people who will rush up and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then, if I'm not positive, it's the person I know, because I don't like awkward situations. So yeah, successful anime convention. Looking forward to if they do some more. I'm gonna definitely support. I'm gonna go back and walk around and tell people about it, like I'm doing in the video. I'm gonna tell people that it was really fun. I know the people running it, so I'm gonna be like, "You guys, this was great. Keep it up if you can. If you needed help, I could try." So yeah. See you all next time.